a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Kelly Osbourne. Kelly Osbourne is a British singer-songwriter, actress, television presenter and fashion designer. The daughter of Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne, she is known for her appearances on The Osbournes with her family, for which they won a 2002 Emmy Award for Outstanding Reality Program, as well as on E!'s Fashion Police, where she was a presenter from 2010 to 2015. She has also appeared on Dancing with the Stars, in which she and her professional dance partner Louis van Amstel took third place. She is the voice of Hildy Gloom in the Disney XD animated series The 7D. She is also a judge on both Australia's Got Talent and Project Runway Jr. Early life. Osbourne was born in Westminster, London. She has an elder sister, Amy, and a younger brother, Jack. From Ozzy's first marriage, she also has two half-siblings, Jessica Hobbs and Louis John Osbourne. She had an unofficially adopted brother, Robert Marcato, whom Sharon and Ozzy took in after Marcato's mother died. Kelly grew up traveling with her father as he went on tour, and lived in more than 20 homes, mostly in the US, as well as in the UK. 2002-2005, The Osbournes and Shut Up. Osbourne and the rest of her family chose the vicissitudes of public life with the MTV reality show The Osbournes, which aired from 2002 to 2005. The series chronicled their day-to-day life, portraying a dysfunctional family in which metal music, profanity, and other harshness were a daily part of life. Kelly, the middle child, emerged as a wickedly funny, brutally honest, pint-size, potty-mouthed spitfire. The series started when she was 17, and ended when she was 20. Kelly said in an interview for the Osbournes DVD that the crew were only actually supposed to be there for a few weeks, but ended up staying for a few months, and that the constant cameras focusing on her and her family was stressful. In 2002, during the second season of The Osbournes, Kelly dated the used lead singer Burt McCracken. The show was filmed in California, where the family has had their residence for several decades. Both she and the Osbourne family were parodied in Channel 4 comedy Bo Selector, in which the rubber-masked Kelly, played by Lee Francis, has her own show and is always being censored for swearing with bleeps. After her appearance on the reality show, Osbourne quickly began to be noted for her varied and trendy style among fashion commentators like Stephen Kojokaru. In 2004, Osbourne launched her own fashion line, Stiletto Killers, with her friend and former sponsor, Ali Barone. Stiletto Killers was a rock-inspired line of tees, knickers, hoodies, and sweatpants designed by Osbourne and Barone, emblazoned with cartoonish designs and punk rock phrases. There was also a more sophisticated couture branch, the SK Collection. Stiletto Killers closed in April 2006. Her debut album, Shut Up, was released by Epic Records in 2002 to moderate American sales, but good European sales. The lead single, a cover of Madonna's Papa Don't Preach, debuted with Houston rock band Pure Rubbish at the 2002 MTV Film Awards. The album, which debuted at #1 on Billboard's Heatseekers chart, was met with mixed critical reviews and, by May 2003, Osbourne was dropped from Epic Records. By autumn she was on the Sanctuary label, later recording a duet of Changes with her father. The duet hit #1 on the UK charts and resulted in a reissue of Shut Up. Titled Changes was one of a few tracks to have fallen down the charts whilst selling more copies than the week it reached #1. Osbourne was the first artist to top all three of the Billboard charts dance surveys in the same week with the Chris Cox Club remix of One Word. Her second album Sleeping in the Nothing was not without controversy, due to its reportedly heavily altered album cover, in which Osbourne appeared slimmer, despite her previous assertions of being happy with her size. Osbourne made her debut as an actress, with a starring role on 7 October 2004 on the ABC high school teenage drama Life as We Know It, where she played the supporting role of Deborah Beatrice Tynan. During an interview in late 2005, Osbourne denied reports she was ending her music career, saying, "I don't know where the quit rumors came from. I've just recorded a version of Girls Just Want to Have Fun with Cyndi Lauper." On the 2nd of April 2004, Osbourne entered the Malibu rehab facility premises after admitting to her family that she was addicted to painkillers. Over a year later, on the 2nd of June, she checked into Las Encinas Hospital, a drug treatment center in Pasadena, California, after a relapse. She entered another drug treatment facility in January 2009. She stayed for a month, and later acknowledged that she had suffered a relapse of her addiction to painkillers. After 30 days, she was released. She has been quoted as saying that this was the first time she really thought rehab had helped her. 2006-2009, acting and hosting duties. In spring 2006, Osbourne modeled for Heatherette in a catwalk show. In June, she played the role of Wendy from Peter Pan in The Queen's Handbag, and provided her voice for the animated film Live Freaky Die Freaky. Later that year, she became the face of the high street chain Accessorize. In July 2007, Osbourne portrayed the role of prison matron Mama Morton in the musical drama Chicago for 7 weeks at the Cambridge Theatre. Osbourne co-hosted the 2006 edition of I'm a Celebrity. Get Me Out of Here Now, a spin-off show of the main ITV1 programme. She hosted alongside Jeff Brazier in Australia, and Mark Durden-Smith in the London studio. Her one-off gigs include the 2002 MTV Film Awards, Top of the Pops Saturday, MTV's I Love MTV, MTV UK and Ireland's red carpet coverage of the 2003 MTV Europe Music Awards, Pop World, The Sunday Night Project, the 2005 MTV Australia Video Music Awards and Zane Lowe's BBC Radio 1 show. In spring 2006, Osbourne was one of the judges on Making Your Mind Up. In September 2006, at the Electric Picnic Festival in Ireland, Osbourne and her boyfriend, Matty Durham of the band Fields, held a wedding ceremony. Her representative denied that the ceremony was legally binding, because it did not meet Irish legal requirements, as in Ireland, at the time, a couple couldn't get married in an outdoor venue. She later went on to date Matt Walker, promoter and tour manager though not hers. In February 2006, Osbourne was a guest judge for the Season 1 Episode 4 of Project Catwalk on Sky One. She went on to host Seasons 2 and 3 of Project Catwalk in 2007 and 2008 respectively. In autumn 2007, Osbourne signed to BBC Radio 1 to host the Sunday night show, Radio 1's The Surgery, and on the 7th of October 2007 she went on air for the first time with the issue of self-harm. She was scheduled to return to the show in early 2009, and whilst she was away, Aled Hayden-Jones from The Chris Moyles Show presented the show. Aled has now been confirmed as a full-time presenter. In spring 2008, she began contributing a teenage advice column to the tabloid newspaper The Sun, Kelly Confidential, where she is billed as the teen troubleshooter. In 2008 she featured in the short musical film The Town That Bores Me by photographer Ben Charles Edwards. The film also features Sadie Frost, Jodie Harsh, Sophie Ellis-Bextor and Zandra Rhodes amongst others. The film debuted in late summer at the Portobello Film Festival. In 2009 she appeared in an episode of Hotel Babylon, a British TV show aired on BBC One. She played Jo, a character very similar to herself. In August 2010, Osbourne began filming on the comedy Should Have Been Romeo, her first major role in Hollywood. She plays Nicole, a fun-loving groupie. The film was released in the US on the 28th of April 2012. In December 2010 it was confirmed that Osbourne would be starring alongside Disney star Miley Cyrus in So Undercover. She plays a sorority sister to undercover private eye Miley Cyrus. Filming began in December 2010 and was released on the 6th of December 2012. On the 19th of January 2009, Osbourne was arrested for assault after allegedly slapping Daily Mirror columnist Zoe Griffin at a club in August 2008 after Griffin wrote a story that mocked Osbourne's then-boyfriend Luke Worrell. In March 2009, Osbourne was engaged to model Luke Worrell. In July 2010, she split from him after he had an affair with model Elle Schneider. Osbourne presented IF2's coverage of the National Television Awards with her brother Jack, and a documentary on Japanese pop culture called Kelly Osbourne, Turning Japanese for the same channel. Osbourne has presented on The Surgery with Kelly Osbourne on BBC Radio 1. In March 2009, Osbourne returned to television with the rest of the Osbourne family on Osbournes Reloaded. On the 1st of September 2009, Osbourne released her first autobiography, Fierce, via Virgin Books. Though the book contains autobiography elements, as well as advice, strength and guidance through tough periods. Since September 2009, she has written a weekly column giving advice and celebrity gossip in UK magazine Closer. 2009, Dancing with the Stars. On the 17th of August 2009, co-hosts Tom Bergeron and Samantha Harris announced the cast of stars for the 2009 autumn series of Dancing with the Stars. Kelly Osbourne was to be one of the 16 celebrity contestants. A week later, her professional partner was announced, Dutch ballroom champion Louis van Amstel. The competition, starting the 21st of September 2009, entailed 10 weeks of training and dancing. On the 17th of November 2009, the final three were announced: Osbourne, singer Maya and pop legend Donny Osmond. In the final, Osbourne and her partner placed third. 2010 present, Fashion Police and Other Endeavours. In 2010, she modeled a Chris Benz dress for Naomi Campbell's Fashion for Relief runway show for the White Ribbon Alliance to raise funds for mothers in Haiti. In 2011, Osbourne became a fashion correspondent for the cable network E!, serving as a host, with Joan Rivers, of the series Fashion Police. In June 2011, she hosted the Miss USA pageant at the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino, Las Vegas, with Susie Castillo. In 2012, she appeared as a guest judge in Season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and hosted the new Now Next Awards. In September 2012, US rapper Lil' Kim confirmed she and Osbourne were to join forces for a rock-rap cover of Elton John's 1974 hit, The Bitch Is Back. In 2013, Osbourne walked the runway for the Heart Truth Red Dress fashion show. On the 7th of March 2013, while filming an episode of Fashion Police with guest Melissa Rivers, Osbourne collapsed and began experiencing a seizure that reportedly lasted 30 seconds, after which she was taken to a local Los Angeles hospital for testing. In July 2013, Osbourne became engaged to Matthew Mosshart, a chef whom she met at the 2011 wedding of model Kate Moss to Jamie Hintz. Osbourne and Mosshart called off the engagement in January 2014. In August 2013, Osbourne was a guest judge on the 12th season of Project Runway. She was a guest judge on the October 2014 premiere episode of Project Runway, Threads. She is a regular judge on Project Runway, Junior in February 2015. Osbourne exited Fashion Police after complaints about her co-host's comments on the show. On the 28th of October 2015, it was confirmed that Osbourne would be a new judge on Australia's Got Talent for its 8th season on Channel 9. In 2018, Osbourne joined her father and brother in their televised global tour that is documented in the series Ozzy and Jack's World Detour. Controversies. On the 4th of August 2015, while appearing as a guest co-host on The View, Kelly caused controversy when she said, "If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?" Her comments were in response to then GOP presidential candidate Donald Trump's controversial stance on illegal Mexican immigration. Co-host Rosie Perez quickly interjected by stating, "There's more jobs than that in the country for Latinos, and Latinos are not the only people who clean toilets." Osbourne then attempted to explain herself by stating, You know I didn't mean it like that." Kelly's comments set social media ablaze and led to the Twitter hashtag #YourADaKellyOsbourne. Hours after her appearance on the show, she released a clarification on Facebook. Perez apologized for misconstruing her statement. Her comments come almost 6 months after her decision to leave Fashion Police, which ironically was alleged to be due to a racially insensitive comment made by Juliana Rancic. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?